Good evening, dear participants. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So thank you so much for good evening, everyone. It is my privilege to welcome you all for the fourth day International Research Methodology Workshop. Since the resource person having some uh, technical issue, he will be joining with us in 5 to 10 minutes. It won't take much time, and he will be joining with us in another 5 minutes. So before that, I also want to talk to you something regarding our upcoming event. Let me share the screen first. So hope my screen is visible. Am I visible to anyone? My screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So thank you so much all the participants for coming for this fourth day International Research Methodology Workshop on IPR. We are very happy to see you in this fine evening. And today is Monday. Hope you people are literally completely busy and tired with all your regular college duties. And but apart from that, you all came to the international research methodology workshop without fail. It is really we are very happy to welcome you all. And before let us start the session, and day by day, one day we have to introduce about one college because we are doing this event as a collaborative one, and this event was organized by Integrated Institute of Disaster Management, Research and Development Cell, and followed by Islamic State University of Madura, Indonesia. Right, and earlier we are about to collaborate with the RC25 Sociology of Sports, Indian Sociological Society, but due to some what was that issues, we are not able to collaborate this time. But next time, if time permits, definitely we are going to collaborate. And dear participants, dear faculty members, dear authorities, and this is the call for another proposal. Every year we used to organize international faculty development program, and this time we thought of organizing faculty development program for 30 days and convert the event into 60 hours, which has a 4 credit course value as per the NAC recruitments. This certificate will be valid for all the participants. Whenever we used to organize event, we never organize for 1 day or 2 day or 3 day. No, maximum it will be 10 day. At least 20 hours we are supposed to cross, so that the participants will get as a 1 credit course, right? So while we are preparing for this proposal, and we thought this is a time to have one more this the second year FDP on and then we are going to have a faculty exchange program also with the institution which are going to host this event in offline. So if you are interested in collaboration for online as well as offline, please let us know. Particularly faculties from the people from the domain of Punjab, Delhi, Rajasthan will be given preferences. Apart from that, if anybody want to collaborate with us on offline mode, I'm talking about offline. Online, anybody can collaborate with us, no problem. If you want to collaborate with us offline, please let us know. We will be coming to your institution, and we will be having the event in offline mode as well as online mode. It's international event with international resource person. Not I only will come. We bunches of people will come and do the event in a great way. This is our yes, Subramanian sir. I will make you as a host, sir. A resource person also came today. Yeah. So we need participants, we need people to collaborate with us in online as well as offline. So about the program, this program is completely aimed to what was it to collaborate with this another collaborative event with aiming to strengthen innovative teaching practices. So the topic is about. Let me come with the topic. It is completely about innovative teaching pedagogy. Everybody knows that we are working for POs, COs, right? Learning outcomes. A lot of the things we are working for that. So this time we thought of going with along with research and development, along with research and academic publication. We thought of going with innovative teaching pedagogies. So as the same thing for offline, it is morning 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock. For online, it is daily 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. We are going to start. This is what the event mean. And regarding IIDM, everyone knows that IIDM is it is not a profit making oriented institution. We are completely doing our service. We are completely doing our service on behalf of the people who are poor and needy, and we never collect any fee, as I told you previously. And we have n number of beneficiaries who have participated our event for in this category, right? So now we are inviting the collaborators, academic partners, as well as institutions, as well as NGOs, to collaborate with us. Okay, and now who are the target population? Since it's an FDP, this FDP will be highly beneficiary for all the faculty members, followed by research scholars. I don't think so academicians will be getting benefited or not, but this FDP is highly beneficial for all the faculty members as per the protocol. Per year, one FDP you are supposed to attend, right? Don't attend for the namesake, but this FDP will give you a clear-cut ideas about the given topic. Benefits to the participants. For what joy we have to participate, Benefit said, we will give you the international certificate as per the NAC, as well as academic career. You can show to your institution that I have participated for a 4 credit course FDP, right? And we will be having about more things to learn about the teaching pedagogies and how we are going with academic writing and publication and faculty exchange opportunities. Those who want to come to with us, once we confirmed with the hosting institutions, if it is Punjab, we are taking the participants to Kashmir. We are going with a 14 days travel. Once the event is the hosting institutions has to host the event for 1 day or 2 day or 3 day. Up to 3 days you can host in your institution. Yes, so those who are coming to join with us through offline, you can most welcome. And once the event is done, we are going to Kashmir for 7 days. We are going to Pagalgam, we are going to Gulmarg, we are going to Sonamarg, we are going to Lake, and then we are coming back to Jalanthar. From Jalanthar to we are going to Agra. From Agra, we are going to Delhi. From Delhi, we are coming back to Tamil Nadu. So it is completely traveling and living package. You will be having a beautiful traveling and living experience because we love to travel, and because of that travel only we have reached this much level. It is not a simple task being a research institute to organize such kind of events frequently, but with the grace of God and with the support of all you people, which made it possible. And now collaboration, sir. Why we are collaborate? Everyone we are directly or indirectly working for NAC purpose. So for showing our NAC purpose, this international MOU will be useful for the institution. I will repeat the word institution. So if you are collaborating through your department or institution, you will be coming under our circle called MOU. We will give you proper MOU, then we will move on with all the details. The MOU will be given in the offline event itself. In front of everybody, we will be giving you the MOU. And we are going to have faculty exchange program, one in Tamil India and another one in Sri Lanka in the month of November. Already we have went to Sri Lanka twice as per the MOU, and now we are going to Sri Lanka in the month of November for 16 days faculty exchange program, right? So preferences will be given for the institutions, those who are being with us in these FDPs and academic networking and research collaboration publication. Yes, we have Islamic State University of Madura, Indonesia, and they are taking care of our scopus as well as Web of Science publications. And we are having MOUs with them. How come we can use their name? We are having a valid MOU for 3 years, right? And we have an institutional organization opportunities for the faculty members, and we will be with your permission, we will be using your institutional logo, and one of your faculty members will be the policy secretary, or one of the faculty members will be the coordinator for this international event. And roles and responsibilities, sir. What, sir, if we are organizing event in offline, Benit said we are interested in this collaboration, we want to organize this event in offline, what are the protocols? So we will come to your institution, you have to give us accommodation, and we won't charge you travel as well as other things. We are expecting only the accommodation, and we have clearly mentioned kitne log aaya hai, how many people will come, and when we are supposed to start, when we are supposed to end, and the venue you have to give from your side. And remaining things, everything we will bring. Last time we kept in Manipur with more than 350 participants. We went to Manipur through train, India's largest journey from Kanyakumari to Dibrugarh travel. It is about nearly about 65 hours journey, and we brought a key, the certificate, all the documents from here. So we won't trouble any offline hosting institutions to make this kind of work. We need only accommodation from your side, right? Apart from that, we won't charge any money, right? And local management system as well as participation of and much needed thing is participations. Without past participations, it will be definitely a waste of time, waste of energy for all the people who are coming far away to their location. So maximum 200 participants has to be there. At least 150 to 250 participants has to be there in your institution if you are collaborating with us for offline, right? And collaboration protocols. What are the protocols, Benitz? You have to send your consent, letter of consent from your thing, letterhead. We will once we approve, we will check your protocols, details, everything. Once we approve, we will send to you a formal letter with appointing of organizing secretary. Who will be the organizing secretary? We will send a letter, and then we will use your logo, and then we will uh, advertise your college in your website as well as your website. Okay. And this program focuses on, and what is the focus about, what is our key themes, and what is our MTP outcomes, and what are the topics we are going to follow. Whenever we used to organize an event, we never used to organize for the name shake. We used to organize everything for the syllabus based. So this time we sat with the Mumbai authorities. So my wife is working as a teacher in Mumbai, and she has done the MEd in one of the reputed institution in Maharashtra. So we have taken the help from them, and they have given these syllabuses. What kind of syllabus we can follow if we are taking for learning and teaching pedagogies. So this is a thing for everything, and for the first 10 days and remaining 10 days and remaining 10 days, all the days what and all we are going to learn. Regarding offline, we have planned to come to Punjab or Delhi or other parts of northern India on May 7th to May 9th, and then we are plan to leave to Kashmir for our sightseeing process. It is completely traveling and living. And if you're organizing for offline event, there will be 12 sessions with us, and we will be doing everything in a proper way, right? And regarding this letter of research persons, and Najami, the senior faculty and who has published his paper in Scopus Q1 journal, Q2 journal, Q3 journal, Q4 journal, a number one repeated person in Sri Lanka. And now he is going to do his PhD in London. He's preparing for that. Such kind of legend we will have. And myself, I'm working as an assistant professor and Department of Sociology, and I'm working as editor in chief in many Scopus journal as well as Web of Science journal, and I'm taking care of proposal writing for the funded projects. And Dr. Marimuthu will be with us, Dr. K. Vasudevan, our founder and managing director. He also will be with us for this international event. And followed by, we have our doctoral scholar, Divakar, who is getting funds from the government tribal research fellowship, one of the repeated fellowship in Tamil Nadu. And he will be talking about plagiarism issues to be tackled because he is expert in this field. So now it is open to you. So those who are really interested in collaborating with us, you can please write down on my number. This is my number, permanent number, and you can contact us with any time, and we will give you all the details about online collaboration fee, offline collaboration card details, everything. We will give it to you. Once you are highly satisfied, then you can move forward, right? We won't force anyone to join with us immediately. No, we never do like that. Once you are really satisfied, okay, fine, let us go on with what we have. If that is the case, definitely we can go on with our what was that collaboration process. Now let me invite Dr. Rashmi ma'am to welcome our resource person for the day, Dr. K. Balasubramani. Over to you, Rashmi ma'am.
Okay, sir. Good evening to all respected dignitaries, resource persons, and dear participants. It's my proud and privilege to welcome you all to day 4 of our international workshop. Today's session focuses on highly relevant and important topic, journal indexing, research visibility, bibliometrics, and impact matrix in a present academic world. Understanding platforms like a Scoopers, Web Science, along with the concepts such as impact factor, H-index, citation, analysis, and alternative metrics is essential for every researcher and academician. We are truly honored to have with us an eminent resource person, Dr. R.K. Balasubramanian, sir. Sir is currently serving as an assistant professor at Tyagaraja College, Preceptors, TCP, Madurai, Tamil Nadu. He is highly accomplished academician with an impressive interdisciplinary background. He holds multiple postgraduate degrees, MSc in botany, microbiology, and psychology, along with an MEd, MPhil in education, a postgraduate diploma in yoga, and also qualified the NET examination. He has further enriched his academic journey by earning a PhD. His vast and diverse expertise reflects a unique integration of life science, psychology, and education. As an educator and researcher, he has been actively contributing to a teacher education, academic research, and promoting holistic and interdisciplinary approaches to learning. We are indeed fortunate to have such a distinguished scholar along us today to guide us through this crucial topic. Without taking much of your time, I now invite Dr. R.K. Balasubramanian, sir, to deliver his session. I welcome you, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Could you hear me? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
You are audible, sir. You are audible, sir. You are audible.
Yes, thank you. It's an honor and privilege to me to be with as a research person to explore my metal experience in the field of scopus, indexing, and some metrics and impact factors to understand what is our research and how to explore our research and how to reach our research to the audience. So it gives me a great immense pleasure and honor. Thank you for giving me a greater opportunity on the outset. Respected dignitaries, esteemed colleagues, and dear research scholars. Let me begin with a simple but powerful question. Is your research truly research reach the world, or is it getting lost in the shadows? In today's rapidly evolving academic landscape, publishing is no longer just about what you write. It is about where you publish and how your work is evaluated and whether it is visible and credible. We live in an era where knowledge is powerful, but misleading knowledge, because nowadays a lot of predatory journals, they are trapping the researchers for quick publication at the cost of quality, credibility, and academic integrity is much more lower. Falling into the trap can silently damage a researcher's reputation and dilute the value of a genuine scholarship. On the other hand, trusted indexing platforms like Scopus, Web of Science, they act as a gatekeeper of quality. They ensure the research in peer-reviewed, credible, and globally recognized. Voice is breaking. My voice is breaking, na? Can I?
Yes, sir. Little bit, sir.
எஸ் சார், லிட்டில் பிட் பிரேக்கிங் சார், கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சம் பிரேக் ஆகுது.
ஓ, இப்போ சரியா இருக்கா சார்?
எஸ் சார், யூ
Sir,
கேன்
can I?
டாக் நவ. இப்ப கேக்குது சார்.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Publishing in such repositories is not just an achievement. It is a mark of academic excellence. But let me remind you, publication alone is not the destination. Today, we speak the language of impact factor, fetch index, citations, and altmetrics, some other research visibility to explore and expand your research to the society. Beyond all these metrics, something powerful visibility becomes a research that is not visible, is a research that does not exist in the academic conversation. So as a researcher, we must ask ourselves, are we choosing a journal wisely? Are we measuring impact factor meaningfully? And most importantly, are we contributing knowledge that truly matters? Let us move forward, not just as a publisher of papers, but as a creators of impact, guardians of quality, and voices of authentic knowledge. We must explore the following things. What is the Scopus, Web of Science, and some of the impact factors and altimetrics in our upcoming sessions. So once again, I must solicit my sincere thanks to the organizers who are organizing such a wonderful platform to elevate the research attitude from the research. Thank you once again. Now, let me discuss our my PowerPoint is visible.
No sir, actually you were given a entire screen share, so we're not able to see the PowerPoint.
Yeah, just wait. I thought right now. I'm right, sir.
Yes sir, Abhi visible.
Is my PPT,
Sir, give
Now
full
it
screen
is
sir.
is my PPT
Give full
visible?
screen sir. Yes sir, but yes, fine, now perfectly fine.
Yeah, thank you. Once again, I wanted to introduce myself, Dr. K. Balasubramanian, assistant professor from Madurai Tyagaraja College of Preceptors. Now, I'm going to discussing about predatory journals, predatory publishers, why they are trapping the researchers. Predatory journals could not exist if authors did not pay to publisher in peer-reviewed journals. We are urgently publish our papers to getting indexing, so that many of the publishers, they are trapping us. Predatory journals, regrettably, India heads the list of countries in terms of the number of predatory journals published, more than a 64%. and 11% of authors publish in these journals. The predatory journals, entities that prioritize self-interest and the expansion of a scholarship and are characterized by false or misleading information, deviation from best editorial publications practices, lack of transparency, and are use aggressive and indiscriminate solicitation practices, which lower our academic integrity and research quality. This predatory journal, according to Jeffrey Bell, which publish counterfeit journals to exploit the open access model in which the author pays and publishers that were dishonest and lack transparency. Committee on Publication Ethics, we call it as a COPE, defined as a for-profit open access journal publication of scholarly article. Hello? Who is interpreting? Kindly mute your mic, my dear friends.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We have locked the meeting, sir. Now you can talk. We have locked the meeting.
Thank you.
We will unlock last 5 minutes. Last 10 minutes for discussion.
Yeah. Scholarly articles without the benefit of peer review by experts in the field of are the usual editorial oversight of the journal in question. The predatory publication in 2015, it was estimated that over 8,000 predatory journals were churning out more than 4 lakh items each year. Cable's blacklist of predatory journals in 2018 listed more than 13,900 journals. Some characteristics of these journals. Titles and websites of the standard journal are hijacked. Misleading words such as international, global, world journal, Asian, American, but no international scope and editorial board are there. In the cable's journal blacklist, over 1,900 journals that included name American in their title or publisher name. 308 Scopus indexed journal start with the name of American. For example, American Journal of a Social Issue and Humanities Purpose. No contact details of publisher and editor are provided. False location are given. No proper frequency of periodicals, journal serials. What is their archived journals are published. There is no open frequency transparency is there. Fake ISSN and logos. The editors are unaware of their name inclusion. Many of the professors, they wanted to complete their CAS. They wanted to get higher promotion. For that, they seeking this editorial board by giving some of the money. And some of the professors, they are unaware whether their names were included or not. This predatory criteria, same article appear in more than one journal. Fraudulent websites are designed non-profit when it is actually for profit company. Insufficient resources are used to prevent or eliminate authors' misconduct. They are manipulating, self-plagiarism, image manipulation, and results are repeated in case. No editor or editorial board is listed on the journal's website. Listed editors do not actually exist. They claim to be international. Inadequate peer review practices, they were practiced in these predatory journals. And what about their website? In predatory journals, they does not identify a physical address. Dead links on the journal's website. For example, numerous non-working links. If you are getting a DOI number, digital object identifier, you could not find from the website. Poor grammar, spelling throughout the website. No contact details of the editor. They are given in the web form. And they seeking publication practices, not academic at all. For example, publishers say most conceptual papers, etc. In which discipline you may give, they will accept. In which paper you may give, they will accept. If you are generating by AI, they will accept. Even you are getting a plagiarism report from the Turnitin is more than that of a 25% or 30%, whatever may be. They are giving only 3% of plagiarism is there. We are accepting your paper. So we eagerly, oh, super, we can give our article to publish in these journals. So like this, they are trapping our academic integrity. Falsely claiming indexing in well-known database, for example, Scopus, Dodge, JCR, Cables, etc. Falsely claim universities or other organizations as partners or sponsors. They promise a rapid publication, less than a week. I have given less than 4 weeks. Even some of the PhD submission scholars, they wanted to publish their articles in the Scopus Index journals. Means lot of predatory journals, they are trapping this type of researchers to getting profitable publisher. Some lack of standard publishing practices. They never practicing peer review process. Article submission or author guidelines are not given. Spam emails inviting articles. Eventually, we often getting a lot of emails from our mailbox or a spam folder. A lot of journals, they are inviting you to publish in their reputed journal as they thought, but they are not reputed journals. High acceptance rate. Even you are having 100% of a plagiarism, they immediately accept. This predatory journals, indexing and metrics are always misleading metrics. They never following some impact factors. What is the impact factor that we are discussing about the next session? Not listed in the standard periodical directories. These predatory journals offer membership to receive discount. if any one of the person or any one of the professor, they wanted to be a editorial board or they wanted to publish their paper, they are giving discount to the person who is publishing their article, and they are giving a much more discount like, sir, I will be added your name as a editorial board and I will give you a 50% discount if you are collecting more than that of 5 papers from your research scholars. Likewise, that trapping your academic integrity. They does not indicate that there are any fees associated with the publication. They are always saying author charge fees after submitting a manuscript. They telling about the article processing charge, which is a APC after accepting your paper. They giving a falsify accepting letter to you. And completely open access, but not all articles are openly available. No policy for digital preservation. Does not operate under a copyright license. It is a business practice. The multiple email received from a journal in a short amount of time, you may get continuous email inviting to publish in their publish. Contents they are following in their journals, I have listed like this, 2008, it might be a low quality and they has typographical mistakes, plagiarized works, not committed to any single discipline. Even whatever may be the discipline, they never follow any of the scope and aim. Sir, I am a medical department. No problem, we just come and publish because we are the multidisciplinary journal. So like that, they trapping us to publish our papers in this predatory journals. Some type of predatory publications are there. Shoddy same journals. Journals having all characteristics and unethical features mentioned. And I check the journals. The journals mimic the standard of publication in name, logo, and their websites. We are falsifying to identify whether it is a correct journal or not. And cloned journals. Online dubious versions of a print-only authentic journals. And crony publishing. Institutional publication in which editorial board members and a majority of the authors are from the same institutes. For example, in your college, if you wanted to publish your paper now, all of your college professors are published in this. They call it as a chronic publish. In India, we are following our UGC metrics. They are giving a UGC care listed journals. We can identify which journals are listed in the UGC care list 1 and care list 2. Here, I have listed some of the UGC care listed cloned journals. They were published in their website too. UGC care list journals, they are following Uni Pune. University of Pune, they are maintaining their standards. Some other implications of a predatory journals, corruption in science, other disciplines too. Influence on key sectors such as human health, damage the career researchers, damage the institution reputation. You may lose the money, waste of your time and efforts. To that, you must check whether the journal having a perfect ISSN number, publisher address, editor address. Nowadays, many of the journals, even they are having editorial board address in UK, but the company is running in Chennai. How it is possible? Impact factor, indexing databases. You must identify indexing databases, which I am going to tell you about indexing databases and credibility of editors. Publication in short duration of a time. Don't force to publish your article without any peer review evaluation. Journal back volumes are should be tested. Annual listing of reviewers. We must verify all those things. In a present scenario, a recent analysis who is publishing in such a spurious journal has indicated that most authors in predatory journals are from developing countries, especially India, Nigeria, and some African and Middle East countries. A reputed journal index, a good journal that complies with the ethics in publishing, which is indexed in reputed agencies like Scopus, Web of Science, Science Direct, PubMed, SSRN, etc., 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 should be considered as a reputed journal. So, by the policy of a university grants commission regulation, I have given this one for publishing at least two papers, a proof of at least two papers in peer-reviewed journals, which should be indexed. Scopus, SCI, Science Citation Index, Web of Science, Science Citation Index in Engineering, Social Science Citation Index, Arts and Humanities Citation Index databases. So we must identify, we must know where to publish. And this reputed journals, the failure to publish in journal indexed world recognized database, rejection by standards, inadequate research skill. Because many of the reviewers, they doesn't have a quality standard to review the papers. Even I'm an education department, I may receive a management department paper. How far I can review that papers? Even though I know well about the standard and format which they are following in the research article. But how far I may identify the management department and competition among colleagues, lack of awareness among researchers and new faculty members. Yeah, new faculty members, they are urging to publish their papers in this Scopus indexed journals, Web of Science, and SCA and something else. So we must battle against this predatory journals to avoid predatory publication. So the software tools, you can identify whether it is a predatory journal or not. For example, our UGC Catalyst journal, we can identify from the unipune.ac.in. They are the standard maintaining by the Savitribai Phule University. UGC Catalyst Journal Group 1. Journal found qualified through UGC CARE protocol. UGC CARE list 2. These journals indexed in globally recognized database like Scopus, Web of Science, something. So this is their consortium of academic research ethics. You can identify, you can log in by your own credential. You can create your own ID. You can identify whether the journals are listed in the UGC CARE list or not. And some other software tools like we call it as a repositories, Scopus, Kaizen, the Center for Journalology. 23 young researchers, they were recruited in this journal to identify and to elevate the hijacked journals or cloned journals to the society. You can identify from here too the predatory publishing companies, what are all the companies are given in this list. And Willy Journal Finder, you can identify your journal publishing company is getting a reputation or not. You can identify from here too. And you can compare more than 4 journals, even a single identification or single finding portfolio database. You can identify your dashboard. Even you can compare 4 journals and Springer Nature. You can identify the journal's quality from here too. And Elsevier, the Elsevier Journal Finder. You can identify their ISSN number, their site score, their impact factor, their archiving publishing articles. You can identify from here. So that's all about these predatory journals. So I wanted to shut it from here to discussing about the predatory journals. Now I just pass on to the next thing as a indexing. Can I? Or if you wanted to asking any of the question, I will give you a time at last. You can ask with me to identify or to explore your research work to the society. Now we wanted to understand what is both sides. So is it clear to all? Can
Sir, you are muted, sir. Please unmute yourself, sir.
yeah, I can unmute it.
Yeah, fine. Now you can talk, sir.
Yeah. Web of Science, they covers around 9,000 journals titles and 200 book series divided between Science Citation Index, Social Science Citation Index, and Arts and Humanities Citation Index. Electronic back files are available to 1900 for Science Citation Index and mid 50s for Social Science Citation Index and mid 70s for Arts and Humanities Citation Index. Very good coverage of sciences, patchy on softer sciences, social sciences, and arts and humanities. They are from US and English language biased. They fully coverage of citations. Name disambiguation tools you can find from the Web of Science. Limited downloading options are given in this Web of Science because one who having a reputation, even it is open access, no one can download it directly. Some of the papers only they are giving freely downloadable. And Scopus, it positioning itself an alternative to ISI, International Standard in International. More journals from smaller publishers and open access, more than 15,000 journals, 750 conference proceedings are available in this Scopus. Their source data back to 1960s from till now. Excellent physical and biological sciences, poor for social sciences, does not cover humanities or arts. Better international coverage, more than 60% of our title are non-US. Back to 1996. Citation data for last decade only. They not cover to cover and not up to date. We can easy to use in searching for source publications. Citation tracker work up to 1000 records only. Limited downloading options are available here too. And we must understand what is the scopus. More than 15,200 titles from more than 4,000 publishers. 1,000 open access journals are available. More than 500 plus conference proceedings are available. 400 million web pages are available. 21 million patents are available. They are always call it as a global repositories. They have digital archives too. Your old papers, they are following your database. This corpus, they focusing web information, a world largest abstract and citation database. They have fastest route to full text. You can identify your abstract by the name of your as an author or your title, whatever it may be, you can identify from this. As a manually you can identify. And they are giving e-prints. Some theses are available, dissertations are available. One who wanted to having a review of related literature, you can identify from here too. And this scopus coverage, 15,100 unique titles are available in different disciplines. I have given in some different disciplines, like 100 percentage midline, like life and health, chemistry, physics, engineering, biological, agriculture, environmental, social science, psychology, economics, education. The list is move on. The globally recognized their work, their titles spread over the world. I have given in this list. And we must identify why citation is my. Sir, of course, sir, I can publish my article in this greatest repository, global repositories. But but why I need a citation? Attention is the most mode of a payment in science. Money is not the main motive for engaging in science. Success in science is rewarded with attention. Success in science with rewarded is rewarded with attention. So the citation is most prominently giving a name of attention. I must telling about the citation and reference. If a paper R contains bibliographic footnote using and describing a paper C, then R contains a reference to C. C has a citation from R. So the citation index we must know as a bibliographic endnotes, footnotes, references. The citation are the fee paid through transfer of some of the attention earned by the citing author to the cited author. The citation indexing. A citation index indexes the citations an article makes, linking the article with the cited works. It was invented by U.G. Garfield. For example, citation index firm, he forming a Institute for Scientific Information, which is ISI. He is a Eugene Garfield. He is an information scientist. He proposed citation indexes in 1955, and he proposed journal impact factor in 1960. He formulated Institute for Scientific Information, Journal of Citation Reports, Web of Science, purchased by Thomas Reuters. Our database followed by Thomas Reuters. ISI, index linkage by listing both cited and citing works. Science Citation Index, which we call it as SCI. SSCI is a Social Science Citation Index, Arts and Humanities Citation Index, and multidisciplinary. They cover virtually all disciplines, whereas traditional indexing and abstracting services are limited to a single field. So this ISI web of knowledge, a dynamic, integrated, web-based environment. So they covers Science Citation Index over 3,200 journals, Social Science Citation more than 1,400 journals. They updated weekly. Journals from 1986 is available from Penn State, US. Previous years of each index are available in print at the libraries. So the citation index for science that we know that SCI, the Eugene Garfield, a new dimension in documentation through association of ideas, so that he formulated citation index for science, which is a SCI. Impact factor, citation analysis as a tool in journal evaluation. Journals can be ranked by frequency and impact of citation for science policies. What is the definition of impact factor? Impact factor that is equal to number of citation to all articles published in a particular year, for example 2015, divided by total number of citable items published in the 2 previous years, for example 2013 and 2014. So the citable item for this calculation are usually original articles or reviews, not editorials, viewpoints, abstract, and letter to the editors. They are keenly a peer-reviewed and citable items are only taken as a count for impact factor. And sir, how I can identify whether the journal having a impact factor or not? A simple database. We may know already the Google Scholar. From this Google Scholar, you can identify whether the journal having an impact factor or not. Because the step one to identify your impact factor, you just log in with your Google Scholar ID and track your publication appear in a Google Scholar search result from your name. Even you can identify from your name and from your affiliation, from your email verification. You must given all those as a your profile, because after a while you can identify from this any of the search metrics. Then articles. You can upload your articles manually. Very easy to upload. And you can update it by these citations. They are giving a citation index to you. Here I have given a H index and item index. They are giving, I will tell you what it is. And some citation databases are available. Web of Science, Scopus, Google Scholar are available to identify our academic credibility. Other bibliometric indicators are available. Journal citation reports, JCR, and other indicator database like national, essential, university, institutional databases are available. ISI highly cited.com. You can identify some other tools are available to identify the impact factor and the index. The Google Scholar, better coverage for all citations as it retrieve web. More coverages of references are also gray literature. They cover coverages and scopus in a perfect manner. The inclusion criteria are we can identify very easily. They have very limited search options. No separate cited author search. Back to 1990, not more than that. We can create this repository as a free of cost. And some of the research databases which is available as research visibility, and you can identify whether your published articles getting cited or not. And the first and foremost is a researcher ID, the researcherid.com. You can log in from here. You can manually import your articles, and you can connect globally. You can transform your research thoughts to the research fraternity. And Google Scholar citations. And some of examples, scientific social networks are available. ResearchGate, Mendeley, LinkedIn, Academia, Arcade, and mysciencework.com, scholarsuniverse.com. These are all the research visibility platform to explore and transform your research to the global. ResearchGate. Here you can identify your papers. They are weekly updated. Your citing scores. And Mendeley, Academia are available to manually import your published articles, published books, published posters, lot of things. What are all the academic exploration which you are following? You can transfer from here to an arcade. Some of the list I have given. My science work. This is the landing page, the Scholars Universe, like this. I'm a researcher. This is a very good platform. You can share your research very easily. I am a scientist. These are all the repositories are ready-madely available to transform your research to the society. So that's all about the Scopus, what it has, why we have to identify, why we have to publish this, the standard databases, what is a citation, why we need a citation, whatever may be, even we are publishing our articles, simply which we are publishing our articles. Is it enough? No. Our article should be transformed to all the research aspirants. They can easily citing your work. So what is the benefit of citing our research work to their publishing work? And the first and foremost thing is one who getting a citation from other researcher. This is a mutual benefit to the researcher and one who already published their paper. So that only we are concentrating these things. Now, I wanted to tell about the research metrics. What is the research metric? Why we need a research metric? Uh, the this session, now I wanted to give you a research metrics rubrication for rubrics for research papers, level of metrics, H index, I10 index, altimetrics, and Jim. I wanted to give you in this session the research metric are quantitative tool used to access the quality and impact of research output. Overall, research output for journal, article, book, book chapters, etc., 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 etc. Whatever maybe you published, that should be maintain some metrics. Step one, research paper. I wanted to give you a simply the beginners, those who are going to write their research paper. The step one, you must identify what the purpose which we are writing this research paper. And you must collect. Oh, what is a warning? You must collect and write the content of a research paper. You must organize all those content in a stepwise manner. And what you feel about this particular research area. You must ask yourself why we are conducting this research and what the tone which we are going to follow to write up to complete this research paper. And we must follow the some sentence structure, how to write in an abstract, how to write the keywords, how to write the introduction section. That are all we must understand the sentence structure and word choices. While we are typing our research article, this computer suggesting us
Dear participants, suddenly there is a power issue. The resource person side. Just now he called me. Kindly wait for a while. He will join with us. I will repeat. There is a power issue from the resource person side. Just now he called me and informed me the situation. We will wait for a few more minutes and then we can move on. Thank you. Dear participants, there's a technical issue from the resource person side. He will be joining with us shortly. Yes, dear participants, again, what was that? This is my topic. Actually, whatever the syllabus we are framing, uh, I will be, what was that? I know all the topics so that I will be giving the chances to everyone to talk. So no problem. I will be continuing the class now. Since he is not able to come, his entire laptop was suddenly it became was it completely it was off and it was not able to on. We thought that is a current issue. There is no current issue from his side, power issue from his side, laptop issue. So we will continue the class. Yes. So everyone knows that the protocols for Scopus as well as Web of Science, right? And how to apply. We have a sequence of classes, right? And we have 40 minutes more. We will talk for 30 minutes class and then we will have a 10 minutes discussion. Okay, fine. No problem. I can take the classes because I'm expert in this field for 7 years. So whenever we used to organize any kind of seminar, first of all, I will be getting ready with all the topics. If anyone is not coming, definitely I will be engaging the class. This is what I have designed for from myself. Because we can't disappoint the participants, no, because you have paid huge money from your side, and we also have to be loyal for your money as well as for our reputation. Good. So either publish after publishing Scopus as well as Web of Science, whatever it could be, there are some basic concepts out there which sir has thought to telling in the upcoming slides. But anyway, I will be teaching you very clearly about these things so that you can move on with this the protocols. Fine. The first and foremost thing is scope of science. Scopus is completely maintained by elsewhere. If you have published your paper in scope of science means it is completely maintained by elsewhere. Let me share my screen now, so that it will be easy for you people to check your credentials through Scopus. Fine. Hope my screen is visible. Is it visible? Is it visible, ma'am? Can I get any symbols from the audience that it is visible or not? Yes, thank you. Fine. So no problem. Before checking to yes, before talking about the Scopus and all kind of details, sir, I have published my paper in Scopus. How can I check the reliability as well as validity? Once you are talking about publication, you should think about two major concepts. One is about reliability, and another important concept is about validity. Okay. Uh, yes. And let me teach you again. This is an ORCID ID. ORCID ID is completely mandatory for Scopus. Without ORCID ID, they won't update anything for the publication. Okay. So everyone knows that what do you mean by ORCID ID. If you don't have ORCID ID, please create an ORCID ID. ORCID ID will fetch all your details very clearly, right? Once I'm giving my name and my password, and this is my ORCID ID. But if you want to see who I am, is just click my ORCID number, right? The final digit of ORCID number. Once you click my number, it will give all the details about myself. Who is Bennett, what he is doing, and where he is working, and where he is publishing, and where he was worked so far. All right, and what is my educational qualification, and what is my recognition, what is my professional activities, how many, right? Everything that you have to upload. But the publication, no, it will directly taken care by Scopus. It will be directly taken care by Scopus. I will show you that how recently how it is getting published. I go published to my journal in Scopus. Okay. See, you can see very clearly that International Journal of Advanced Science and Technology Journal. It was published in the 2020 and part of ISSN. Who are the contributors? Bennett Rajure and my guide, Dr. B. Manikya Vasagam. And please check the source. Scopus elsewhere. So Scopus is completely channelized and monitored by elsewhere. So if your paper got published in this kind of journal, if it is Scopus, elsewhere, so what was symbol has to be there. Sir, where can I see this ORCID ID? Let me take you to this ORCID ID slide again. If we go to the front side, no, in the left side, you can see the Scopus author ID. See other IDs. If I click this author ID, it will directly take me to the Scopus page. It was completely monitored by what was that ORCID ID. That is why telling you ORCID ID is mandatory. See, when I was clicking that, it was directly showed to the Scopus. As I told you very clearly, Scopus is maintained by elsewhere, and this is a symbol. This is a symbol. Scopus Privica symbol, Scopus is symbol. And you can check the paper also. Want to go detail, and you can click the paper, and you can check what publication I have done. And if you want to check everything, you can again you have to sign in this to the Scopus, and you can come to know the reliability as well as validity of the journal. Is really Professor Bennett published his paper in Scopus or not? Okay, and you can check all the details there. Author position you can check, article you can check, and when they go published, everything we will come to know. This is what called as Scopus. Okay, if it is Web of Science, matlab, if you are doing in the Web of Science means Web of Science is completely channelized by Clarivate analysis. Scopus is maintained by completely maintained by Elsevier, where Web of Science is completely maintained by Clarivate analysis. So it has a different kind of sequences, and through that sequences only we will come to know whether where my paper is getting indexed. Dear participants, my dear students, and my dear faculty members, publishing in online database, it is not a big task. It's a simple task. People will say it's a big task. No, it's a simple task. But the concern is either is it getting indexed or not. Many agents are sucking the blood of common public by using your educated ignorance. Sorry for using this word called educated ignorance, because Sometimes we may in a hurry for our promotion purpose, for our PhD purpose. So knowingly or unknowingly, we are into the trouble of leading to sending our papers to the agents. So what this agency will do, they will publish their paper immediately without any hesitations, without no, what was that, without no, any kind of, what was that, what we will tell, without any kind of reviews. They will publish it. But the biggest problem is indexing. Earlier, paper used to index immediately without any problem. Earlier it was there. But now in Scopus, everything comes under the beautiful umbrella called COPE. COPE, COPE. So now COPE will do the indexing. There is another problem. If you are publishing in Scopus also, if it is not getting indexed in the COPE means, again there is a problem that your paper will not be considered anywhere as a Scopus publication. Sir, are you threatening me? No, we are not threatening you. I'm just telling you the protocols which are seriously supposed to be followed. Sir, can I mail the paper to the concerned Scopus journal? No. Scopus is a global database. Since if it's a database, we are not supposed to send it. We are supposed to mail anyone, but we can mail to ask our queries. I have a query. Can I ask about this? I have sent my paper. Can I ask about this? That you can say. But you can't send your paper to Scopus publication through email. If someone is asking your paper to send through email means, please don't send your paper. That is not a Scopus journal and it won't get be valid at any point of time. If you're sending your paper through this kind of things, no, it won't get indexed. So if it is not getting indexed, remember your paper is completely valid only for an online publication, peer reviewed publication. The value of peer reviewed publication is currently 1000 rupees to 2000 rupees. So for this publication, don't spend huge amount of money, 20,000, 10,000, 15,000 to the agents. And finally, you will be the victim. Nobody is going to help you. Because earlier I was worked as a secretary in the UGC care listed journal of perspectives in social work. We used to go to a number of meetings regarding the scopus as well as UGC care journal. Right? Sometimes no, we may use we also in a hurry. So people will understand that you are in a hurry, right? So once I come to know that you are hungry means definitely I will hike the rate of the menu card. This is what happening everywhere. Now Scopus publication, Web of Science, everything became a business, commercial. Earlier, people never go to APC charge publication. Earlier, people never go. Even I never go. I sent my paper before 2 years back in the Springer, and now we got approval. And I think another 5 to 6 months I will be publishing my paper in Springer, right? We never goes. But now, when they stopped, now UGC itself voluntarily came forward and they told that we are no more in the UGC care. The next moment, all the journals which is fit for nothing, everybody started going with the APC, article processing charges. Okay, fine. Let me come to your point only. When it said can I publish my paper with APC, fine, no problem. You can do publication with APC. But when some people will ask you immediately send the money along with your paper. If that is the case, it is a cloned one. If that is the case, it's a fake one. They are agencies. They are agencies. Even though if you are publishing your paper in Q1 or Q2, recently we have sent a paper when I was working for Nirmala Niketan, we have sent a paper for Q2 publication. The cost of Q2 publication is $2,500. The publication charges is $2,500. The college gave us, my college gave us $1,500 and the remaining $1,000 we paid from our side. So if you are publishing, if you are going through paid version, the charges is not 15,000 or 20,000. It is more than $1,500 to $2,500. This is the tariff. If you are a student, there is a 50% concession in all the Scopus journal. If you are a student, mentioning that if you are a student, anyway, Archid ID will take all your information when you are feeding your details. So you can't escape anything from, you can't hide anything from the Archid ID, right? And they will charge, and if you are a student or a scholar, they will give you a 50% concession. In the sense, if it is $2,500, you are supposed to pay $1,000 to $50 as a article processing charges after rigorous review. It doesn't mean that if I pay money, they will publish my paper. Impossible, impossible, impossible. It has never been possible that you can claim that After that, you are going to pay the money, your paper will be getting published. It is not an easy task, and it won't get published at anywhere. This is also a true thing. Okay, and let me share my screen again with what was that Orchid ID. Yes, in this Orchid ID, I can show very clearly about all my journals. Here I am working as a reviewer. All the journals were Scopus Journal, Asian Research Journal of Arts and Science, International Journal of Adult Education and Technology, since I am from sociology and social problem. And I'm a senior sexologist and a counselor. I used to be the what was the reviewer for this journal. Earlier, I started my career as a reviewer, and now I am editorial board member. And for many journals, I am taking care of the lead role to publish my the articles. And see, you can see the International Journal of Public Sociology and Sociotherapy, and the Social Responsible Sustainability Care, teachers education, faculties, those who want to publish your paper in the field of education, you can use this journal, and this completely they are in the scopus. And Journal of Asian Development, it is, this is also comes under sociology. Sir, what is your role here, sir? If I click there, no, they will show very clearly what I have done. I have done my review paper. I have done my review paper here, and I have done the research review, and I have reviewed the paper here. So the main concern is, my role as a reviewer is not to accept your paper. My role as a reviewer is not to accept your paper. My role is to reject your paper. So, regarding research, it is not about fault finding investigation, it is a fact finding investigation, right? But in the field of reviewer, it is not about fact finding investigation, it is a fault finding investigation. My role is to reject your paper. So, directly where I will go to the abstract part. By seeing abstract itself, I will come to know should I move on this paper or not. By seeing the abstract itself, I will fix my mind. Should I move on this paper or not? Okay, if it is not, if it is not known, then they would definitely, if I am satisfied with abstract, definitely I will move on with a literature review. Introduction part, very rarely we used to check on. Why? Because everybody knows that this is your familiar subject. For example, someone is doing research about women development. Someone is talking about cross-border terrorism. Someone is talking about white collar crime. You people are really expert in introducing the concept. Where you will add no, why our Indian papers are not getting published in the global level? First thing, not able to write a proper abstract. And second important thing, failed to give maximum information for literature review. I used to review maximum China papers from China, US as well as UK. I rejected many papers from UK also because some papers may not have proper literature review, and they may not able to correlate the literature review with the theoretical perspectives. I used to say to all my faculty members, please write it down and note it down in your heart. Research deals with the structural aspect of the functional core. The sense, without theoretical perspectives, don't expect that your paper will be getting published in the Scopus as well as web of database, because they need a strong theoretical perspective knowledge. And then they will be checking your literature reviews. How long you are giving importance for the previous studies, and how long you are able to correlate the previous studies with your current studies, and what the previous study is talking is about and what you are going to talking is about. Everything they will be checking through your literature review part. And remember one thing, dear scholars, my dear students and dear faculty members, and all the academicians here who are listening to this class, literature review should be in the year wise. It should be in the year wise. And now you will ask question, sir, can I take the literature review before 20 years back? No. Can I take literature review before 10 years back? No. Literature review maximum to maximum 5 years. Why? Because no, study is getting updated. Earlier we don't have SPSS. People used to do all the calculations manually. Even though I know one faculty in my college, he used to do even SPSS as well as chi-square test manually. Earlier we don't do such kind of softwares, right? Earlier we don't know, we don't have this kind of advanced technologies, NVO as kind of softwares. No. Now we are in the advanced era, and all the journals also, they have updated their journal protocols. Yesterday, Dr. Anu very clearly mentioned that before publishing your paper, please learn the protocol of the particular journal. we have to understand the protocols of the particular journal. This is for your kind information. Okay. And yes, I think so. Dr. Lakshman and Subramanian sir came. We will give the time to him. Subramanian sir. Hey, Subramanian sir, are you there? Subramanian sir.
Thank you, my dear friends. Is it audible to you?
Yes,
Thank
sir,
you.
you're
Yeah,
audible.
unpredictable powers interruption. Thank you, Prajual. Thank you. Now, I would like to give you a beautiful content on. We talked about the research metric now. Yes. Is my PowerPoint is visible? Yes.
Visible, sir. You can start.
Thank you. Thank you. So I already told about some rubrics for research paper, certain structure, voice, word choice, writing mechanism is the most powerful weapon we have to follow. And what the length we have to practice, what the length we have to write, what the word limit we have to follow, that you must ensure for the quality publication. And usage of referencing. A lot of referencing styles are there. APA, APA, they are giving a different formats. APA 5, 6, 7, different formats are there. American Psychological Association, they are giving. And MLA style and Chicago style. A lot of referencing are there. That is, I don't have a time to explore each and everything. And quality of referencing. The referencing is the most powerful weapon for the citation, the mutual benefit of a present researcher and one who citing a paper from someone's work. A reference style, latest edition of APA style, which you may follow. And the research metrics are falls into two categories. One is a bibliometrics, second one is a altimetrics. Bibliometrics, which is a traditional citation based method, and altimetrics, which is a web based research metrics. Nowadays, uh, many of the journals, many of the repositories, they are following, which contribute to evaluate, understand the impact of our research. And you can identify the level of a journal, article level, and researcher level too. And here, the research metrics are, I can divide it into two categories. One is a journal metrics, second one is a author metrics. In a journal metrics, they are following impact factor, SNIP, SGR index, Simago journal ranking, and author metrics. They are following a citations. How many of the citations have been made from your research papers, or research works, or books, or book chapters, whatever it means, and H index and I-10 index. I will tell you what it is, And article level metrics, the ALM, the article level metrics. The ALM refers a whole range of measures that provides impact or reach of an individual article. The journal metric is, they can very first metric designed for journal evaluation. Professor Eugene Garfield in the year 1955 as a measure to help librarians selecting the purchase of important journal, so that he gave this journal impact factors, and ranking the data are presented for the preceding calendar year. Average number of citation counted in the impact factor, year Y, for article published in the previous 2 years. That I already told you what is the impact factor. Impact factor is the total number of citation of all article published in a particular year divided by number of articles published in the past 2 years. And this journal ranking, this journal impact factors, are we can identify it from the Simago journal ranking, SGR, source normalized impact per paper, which is a SNIP rank, which is given by the SGR, and H5 index. They are giving to the journals. I-10 index and H index are given to the authors. The H5 index to given to the journal. How they are following the all those standards to maintaining their impact factor. The journal metrics, why they are following means, which is very speed, usage, and impact are calculated. The performance of the journal article and the journal. Days from submission to the first decision. Days from the acceptance to the online first publication. How far they are reacting to accepting the paper and accepting the article and sending to the review and getting the review comments, and how fastest they are giving the first online copy to the authors. Counting online usage of networked electronic resources. How many downloads are available discussed via social media platforms. This could increase their journal metrics. The journal impact factor. For example, if the year 2024 means citations of a 23 plus citations of a 22 divided by published papers in the year 2023 plus published paper in 2022, which gives the impact factor up to the journal. This impact factor, number of items published in 2023, I can give you some calculative manner. For example, if we are publishing in 2023, 118 uh, articles are published. In 2022, 240 articles are published. Totally, we can 420 papers are published. Sites in 2024 to items published in 2023 is 120, sorry, 1245 means in 2022 to 2204 citation work has been kept in this published articles. Totally, we can get it of 3,449 citations worked to the particular article published in a particular year. The sites to recently item published, which is a 3,449. Number of items recently published, which is a 420. So we can calculate it. We can get it of a 8.21 out of 10. This is a quality impact factor to the journal. And you can identify the journal. Yes, you can identify the journal detail from here. You can identify from the scopus. Yeah, I wanted to tell you something. Those who are a beginner, which they doesn't know about the scopus, you can go for a Google search. You can type it a scopus.com. You can get it off this interface. Here you can create your new account. After getting the registry, you will get informed by the mail and you can sign in and you can search it of all those article titles, disciplines, journal names, ISSN numbers from here, the sources. Then author search, one who published already their paper in the scopus, they can immediately identify their papers getting indexed or not. And if you wanted to, if someone of the beginner to the research, he wanted to identify my research, for example, Dr. K. Balasubramanian research, you can identify what are the papers which I have published earlier and how far the citations are given to my paper, how many citations have been made. So based on that, I can get it of a citation score, and the journal are also having a site score. Simago journal ranking by 2023, they're giving a quantity list. So you can identify the journal metrics from here. So by the year, the site score is 2023. How many of the articles they were cited? In 2023, it was calculated and they are giving the scores to the journal. You can identify from here. And the journal impact factor, for example, I have taken some of the electrochemical society publication. You can identify their journal impact factor. The Scopus site score is here. You can identify the Scopus site score is 7.2. Review speed is average in time for submission to the first decision is 31 days. Usually, the journals are be classified into Q1 journal, Q2 journal, Q3 journals, Q4 journal. It is based on the publication interval. Some of the journals are being available. A bi-monthly publications list are also available in the Scopus. And quarterly journals, half-yearly journals, and so on. Even though they are maintaining some standards to review your article from the day of a submission of the first decision after 31 days only. Then I wanted to ask you one thing. Then how far within a month have Scopus published articles published by the predatory publishers? You can identify the journal criteria, journal metrics from here. And author metrics. Yes, of course, we can identify the journal metrics from the repositories. But the author metrics to track how researchers' work is cited allow us to understand the impact of the researcher's work in his or her specific discipline. For example, if I am in an education department, means which I have published how many of the articles in a different journals, and that should be getting transformed. That is, which is a transparency to access all the young researchers to my discipline, not only my discipline, in other disciplines too. They can cite my work to their work, which is a mutual benefit to themselves and myself. The H index. What is the H index? The author metrics have been followed by H index. Number of publication with the citation, number of greater than or equal to number of publications. Number of publications with a citation number greater than or equal to number of publications. For example, 12 publications cited 12 times or more is a H index of 12. If I am publishing a 12 papers, 12 articles, it is not an article. It might not be an article. It may be a book chapter. It may be a conference proceedings, whatever may be. It may be a authored book, or it may be a patent, whatever may be. If I am publishing a 12 publications means each cited by 12 times means or more than that of means my H index score is my H index score is 12. So this what? The author can getting metrics, and one who identify how far they are contributing the research impact to the particular field. The Arch Index was developed by Harish in 2005. It reflects the productivity of authors based on their publications, based on their publications, based on their publications and citation records. The Arch Index, I have given some models to identify your citation works. One who is a beginner of a researcher and one who is a legendary in their field, you can identify this Arch Index by adding your citation work. For example, if the paper 1 cited by 84 times, if a paper 2 43 times, if a paper 3 42 times. So all along with all those, the Arch Index is a 5 because more than that of number of paper published. For example, I have published 6 papers, but I am not getting more than that of or less than that of the citation work for this paper. So my citation has been kept more than that of citation is published already by me is a paper 5 papers. So each one gets more than that of the number of publications. So my high Arch Index score is a 5. Likewise, I have given a for 6 and author metrics. For example, you can identify from here to the total number of citations is given for 496 since 2020. So the each and every repositories, for example, the research metrics standards, for example, researcher ID, academia, something. They were given, they were followed your citation work. It has been automatically calculated based on your citation work carried out by some other peoples. You can get it of your metrics from here. For example, some of the other person's metrics are given. I have given as an example to you. This is given by the Google Scholar. An I-10 index, which I wanted to tell you why I-10 index is more powerful than Arch index, which was introduced by Google Scholar in the year 2011. The I-10 index, the number of publications within at least 10 citations is meant for I-10 index. So you can identify the research metrics from research gate from a particular person. Overall publication statistics, they were given more than the research interest score is 285.4. Many of them, they may be interested to read your paper, but they are not getting a citation from your paper. So that this person who getting a 284.4 research interest score and he getting 16 citations. So his H index was 2, which is given by the research gate, which is automatically calculated based on your research publication, which you published earlierly. And sir, I was published 10 papers in research gate. I didn't see all my 10 papers. So they are giving a chance to add your new publication work from here. You can add your research work from here. Then scientific reports. They are giving a site scores. They are giving they are maintaining a authors metrics, journal metrics, all those things. Some other indicators of journal prestige. Citation classics are there. I want to give you G index, which was suggested by which was suggested by Leo Egg in the year 2006. The index is calculated based on the distribution of citations received by a given researcher's publication. The G index given more weightage to highly cited articles. The calculate G index given a set of articles ranked in a decreasing order of the number of citations that they received. The G index is the unique largest numbers, such as that the top G articles received together at least G square citation. This citation matrix is the item index, which was given by the Google's scholar. The item index, the number of publication with at least 10 citations. This very simple measure is only used by Google Scholar and is another way to help gauge the productivity of a scholar. What is the advantage of item index? Very simple and straightforward to calculate. My citation in Google Scholar is free and easy to use. What is some disadvantages for item index, which is used only in Google Scholar only, not in the Scopus, not in the Web of Science. So that's all about metrics. Now I wanted to give you a final verdict of this greatest class, which is research visibility. Why my paper, my article should be visible to others? So is it my greatest work now? Why I have to show to others? If they are getting impressed from my paper, na, they may be copied, na. That's what the plagiarism is going on. No one can getting your idea. They never ever blindly using your thoughts to the research. No one can. But they can mention as a citation a person who is a Dr. K. Balasubramanian who was studied some of the research. I don't want to mention any of the research because a lot of the beginners are maybe in this workshop. So that I wanted to tell you something. If I was studied the emotional intelligence of institutional heads. Means I was studied, I have given research reports, I have published, and I am getting a credibility too. And if a person who wanted to study a same study, means they never ever copied from my work any of the things, so that this research visibility, how far you are interesting in a particular field of interest, in a field of a discipline, how far your research interest is going on, you must show to the young aspirants and the global researchers. They wanted to getting your idea, they can use it of, they can apply to their research. So that this research visibility is the most powerful weapon to publish, to transform our research publications to the society. So this session, I wanted to give you to more about academic and research visibility. To increase visibility by influencing social media, to ensure the easy accessibility of your research output. We are struggling for citations. Sir, I was published a lot of papers. Can you get any of the citation for my papers? And some of the young researchers, they may be posted in a social media, citation needed. So this urgency of the matters has been demolished, and the researchers, one who already was done their research work, one who beginning of their particular research, they can get easily the citations from this repositories, so that this research visibility is most powerful weapon to the research fraternity. And this is a Google Scholar research visibility has been given. What are the papers he published, in which year, and how many of the citations have been made, and what is the H index of his particular score, and what is the I-10 index he got. And all these metrics have been followed. This the greatest network, the Google Scholar, Web of Science, Scopus, some other journal. They are, for example, Academia and ResearchGate, Researcher ID. I am a researcher. Lot of matters are there. You can transform your research to the society. This research visibility to identifying the specific topic within your field that generate a high level of interest can help to attract future collaborators and turn into increased visibility and impact. Consider your collaborations. Research shows that papers with more than one author receive more citations. International collaborations can be particularly valuable. So this, why should you promote your research? Why, sir? I was already done my research. Why I wanted to promote, or I am being an ambassador for my research? Why? Because you can communicate your research to the peers and experts in your field. Get your work to reach public audience through media, like this platforms, Google Scholar, Scopus, Researcher ID, Academia, Vidwan, and something else. Convenience is not the factor. Convince the right people to fund your research. And 50% of the published papers are never read. 90% of them are never cited. Even you are published more than that of a 50 papers, 100 papers, 200 papers, whatever it may be. One person who published a 19 authored book, 15 citation, no, actually 15 book chapters he published. And more than that of 78 articles he published in a different scenario, like international journals and conference proceedings, conference seminars, conference, international conferences, like that. But 90% of their work never be cited because of not getting visibility from their research. So remember these 4 points to increase your research visibility. First one is create unique author name and affiliation given by the ORCID. You have to create ORCID ID and present your research output during your research as a presentation in somewhere else. And selecting a right journal which increase a research visibility to you, not in predatory journals. And you have to get touch with social media, which is digital repositories are available in a longer list. And 10 tips to improve your research visibility, which is given by me. First one is expand your co-authorship. Second, select your title and keywords wisely. Effective use of social media is much more help to reach your research to the audience. Publish your article in open access journals is much more important. Sharing research outputs other than the manuscripts. Create a personal blog to show your research credibility to the audience. The personal blog, as read by some of the young researcher, they may be getting a
Sir,
clarity of
sir,
idea.
last 10 minutes, sir.
Just the last 10 minutes,
Yes, sir.
I'm going to complete
Yeah.
within a 5 to 7 slides only I'm having. I wanted to give you a clear picture. Unique author identifier, you must create it. And policy briefs. Create and share podcast like audio video, other tools like email signature, institutional newsletter, bulletin newspapers, etc. etc. And social networking sites are available in ResearchGate, which increasing your visibility. Full text reads, downloads, sites, etc. In academia, 13 million members are available. In LinkedIn, 300 million users are available. They are using daily in a LinkedIn. In Mendeley, more than 100 million cross publishers or articles are available. Academic identity, you can create all those things. Arcade ID, nearly 2 million users they were using this Arcade ID. Scopus ID, track publication indexed in Scopus easily. Researcher ID, in Web of Science or Clarivate analysis, you can identify your researcher ID, whether the published articles are being getting credible or not. In Google Scholar, which is easy and accurately group all the citations of your publications. And some Indian expert databases are available with one expert database and a national researchers network. Unique ID for Indian experts and IRIN's Indian Researcher Information Network System are available for Indian expert as a database. And how to generate DOI for my research? DOI, Digital Object Identifier. Provide the type of research you have added support to adding a digital object identifier. You can generate one of following this step. Go to your research tab, select the research item. You would like to generate a DOI by clicking on it, title. On the right hand side, click on the more button and select the research item. Select the research item.
Okay. Am I audible, participants? Am I audible? Yes. So again, there is a problem with this from his side. So thank you so much. Anyway, we are supposed to complete by 8 o'clock. It is already 23 minutes gone. It's a beautiful session. I will ask them to send the PPT also so that we will post in the group. That will be definitely useful for our upcoming what was the references purpose. Sincerely thanking all the participants who has been showed more patience and more respect towards this national workshop. And of course, sometimes technical issue is completely it's not in our hand. Again, he went to the technical issue, so we are winding the meeting. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow with a beautiful another resource person. Tomorrow, Dr. Anu ma'am. She'll be completing her portions on tomorrow, and then we are having a sequences classes. Thank you so much. Good night.